I know you guys seen the title of the video. You know what's up. You know what we're doing. I made a cartoon. Now, this video isn't the best looking, and I didn't actually make a cartoon. More like I made a character sheet, and they have extensive lore. So, not too much. Don't be talking about me in the comments. I know I wanted the story to be magical and have mythical characters, so of course I made it about fairies. The main plot is about this little girl, Moria, and how she's taken by dark fairies, and her sister has to go on this long journey, meeting some weird and dangerous creatures to find her sister. And it's very cute. It's very, I don't want to say basic, but like I didn't add any flair to it. And looking back on some of these characters, I don't have any character on them, but despite them being a character, like there's no scars, no battle, like they just look too clean, too boring, you know. For their designs, I was trying to incorporate plants as much as possible. So the older sister's dress is basically a head of a flower that she cut, and the seamstress sewed together for her. Very cute, very pretty. Listen, don't knock it, don't knock it. Also, just basic storyboarding I did that there's like four main groups of fairies, and that these fairies like help the ecosystem, and that this is like their job and at their purpose. And then you have things like this guy here who's a troll who lives to be like hundreds and thousands of years old. So he's currently in like the playful years of his life, which most trolls like they go travel with fairies and elves, and this is like pretty typical in their culture for him to do. And he's only about 500, which is like 20 in modern, like in human years. So his people really is just like, get it out your system now. So when you're older, you can actually, you know, get get this little phase going. I was also really struggling with his clothes and like how I wanted him to look, because at the end of the day, I've never seen a troll in real life. So I was trying to like make it look like a troll, like the perception that everybody has of one, but then also put my own little spin on it. In the end, do I like how he turned out? Eh, I think he looks okay at best. Kind of scary looking, but you know. I also didn't want to heavily depend on anybody else's art, because then it wouldn't really be mine. So I didn't really like take any inspo from anybody, which I wish I did, because even though this guy doesn't have a name, I wanted him to like look super chill and super laid back, despite him being like one of the strongest ones in the group. Wanted him to like look like he's so nonchalant and that he doesn't do anything, because he doesn't. He's in the lazy years of his life. He does not take any adventuring serious, which no trolls really do. So they're kind of like seen as lackeys and stuff like that. So I just wanted to like, I don't know, add like a whole bunch of like little lore into it that really don't make sense as I'm saying it out loud, because I put way too much thought into this. This creature I'm making right here is an elf, which was really hard to make because humans are a thing in this world, and I did not want a human and an elf to look too similar. And on top of that, his like face is like primarily covered, so I really couldn't indicate that he was, an elf just by like the way that he looked. So I made him like really, really, really tall, like really long legged, and he kind of just looks like a stick bug when I'm sitting here looking at him. So that's great. While I was making him, I realized I wanted elves in this world to be like pretty secretive. So I added him a hood and like a combat belt. So, he could like flip through weapons and stuff. I don't really know what he would be fighting yet. Like, does elves have a natural enemy in this world? Who knows? And yes, he does have main character syndrome. He was abandoned by his parents. Yes. and picked up by Mother Nature's sister, who I will be drawing next. That she basically raised him not to be so secretive. That's basically in an elf's nature, to hide things and to be more standoffish. But he really does love her. I struggled the most with this one, off real, because I didn't know if I wanted Mother Nature's sister to be combated as a kid or extra old, or I didn't know how I wanted her to look. And at first, I was going for like the devious child look, and oh my god, it just looked scary and kind of weird that a kid raised this elf. And I was like, no, 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 no. Let's switch it up and make her like really, really, really old. So we made her old. We made her purple because when people think of Mother Nature, you think of a purple, not a purple. You think of a green skinned lady. So I made her sister a purple skinned lady, and I don't know how I'm gonna like write the relationship between her and Mother Nature, because I made it like really weird, because you know how like we have like weird names for things like Father Time. Their father is Time. I don't know who their mother is. Light itself. I don't know, but I think there's about 6, 7 siblings, and they're all like connected. And basically, how the fairies came to be was from a war that they started. So yeah, fairies are seen as useless in this world, even though they help Mother Nature. The purple lady in this story does not like fairies at all. Oh my god, looking back over this speed paint, seeing how drastically I changed her each and every time is actually kind of getting to me, because she looks like an ogre in this. Or like, I don't know, something like short and small. And I just need to be better. And after I got out of like the phase that I did not want her to look like that, I looked up like very like respectable and ancient things, and I ended up getting like a lot of older brown women. So she's technically based off of an older brown woman. She has a sari like thing going with jewels and gems adorning it. While you'll see like a better look of it while it's colored, and I'll zoom in. But I wanted her to like look very ancient, mythical, like let her look cooler than everybody else. And this was me making a cartoon. I hope you guys enjoyed the watch.